If you're starting out in business, I highly recommend going to network events. But trying to get conversions and getting people to buy from you can sometimes be an issue. If you're new to networking events, if you're new to business, what tends to happen is you go there and you're a little nervous and you kind of don't want to push your products onto people too much. So you kind of listen and show more interest in what they have to sell than actually pushing and promoting your own services. And for those of you that are more experienced with networking events, you can occasionally start fitting into that friend zone. So when you're going to catch up with your mates more than you are actually to do business. And that can be an issue. So you need to make sure that you have structured the way in which you sell at networking events. Now, there's many people out there that can tell you how to handle yourself better at networking events, such as how to do your 60-second pitch, how to speak to others, how to listen, how to show interest, how to not come across too salesy, things like that. And there's many networking professionals out there. My professionalism is automation and CRM systems. So I'm going to show you from that angle exactly a few steps in which you can take to make sure that you get the most out of your networking events and how you can double and even triple the amount of sales that you make from them in a lot shorter period than what you normally would. Because previously, let's say you go to a networking event once a week or once a fortnight, it might take like a good 8 to 10 attempts in order to get that person across the line. So what we're talking there, a good like 2 months, 3 months in order to make that happen. You can speed that up. It involves doing more meetings with them and telling them more about what you are and having more interest in who they are and what they sell. But you can do that through the power of automation. So let me show you exactly what I do when I go to network meetings, how I make my meetings more of a success and double the amount of business I get from it. So I'm just going to show you my screen now. So to show you exactly what it is that I do. So here we are. Now you can see that I am into my Sales Ember CRM tool. Now this is the CRM system in which we sell people. So people can come onto this for £97 per month with access to a load of emails that they get sent. So there's not anything else, and not going to get some surprise about anything additional on top. Within this, for £97, they get access to the full CRM system, the marketing suite, so they can do everything that they need in here, and also the coaching and consultancy in the community area, support desk, and one-to-one calls in order to grow their business. But let me show you exactly what I do. So first of all, what I do is I build out a form, and all this here is test data. So I'm just going to go to add form because obviously I haven't got one set up in my test data suite. So let me just create one here. And then what I'm going to call is networking follow-up. Just there. And then what I do here is first name, last name, email, phone number there. And I'll also create a custom field and just say met at which networking event, just there, and add that. Oh no, put it into search. Let me copy that and add that in single line. Met at which networking event, that's it, just there, and put that into additional info and save. Brilliant. So I got that there. I'm just going to change this to just be submit, and I can go ahead and change all the detail, the information here, the color and everything, and where it goes and all that. But I don't need to. So I'm going to just grab that there, and I'm going to save that just there. Now, what I can do is if I press the integrate button here, you can see that I have a copy form link. So if I copy that, just open it, it will open up into a new tab, and that is what I use. So this copy link here is the one that I save. Now, what I do is when I am out at networking events, I have that link to hand. I normally have it pinned onto my phone screen, so I can just open it up. So whenever someone speaks to me, passes me their business card, I open it up on my phone and I enter their information into it. And I say, do you mind if I send you just a quick introduction email or a follow-up email, or do you mind if we catch up again? As soon as I got that permission, GDPR, put that in like that, and just submit their details, which then goes into my CRM system. So let me show you where that goes. So in here, this goes directly into my contacts just here. So it goes into my contacts just here, and I've got that stored. Now what I do is I also have an automation just here. So I'm going to go to automation, into my workflows, and I'm going to create a workflow. I'm going to start from scratch. And in here, I'm going to call this follow up from networking. Networking, just there. It's awfully spelt. And then my trigger here is going to be that form. So I'm going to press a form just there, form submitted. And then my form is just there, networking follow up. Brilliant. So the second that they enter I enter their information into the form, it automatically comes into this workflow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email. So send email just there. I'm going to make sure that I set this up just right. So I'm going to press that. And then subject is good to see you at. What I can do is grab this here, contact, custom fields, met at which networking event. So good to see you at blah, blah, blah there. And so, hi, my message is going to be hi, first name, thanks for your time today at, and then just grab that custom link again there. Or maybe I'm worried I'm not going to send this out today because I go to evening meetings. Then I'm just going to remove today. So thanks for your time at blah, blah, blah. As mentioned, it would be good to catch up again. Lots I want to hear about you and explain more about me. Brilliant. So there, and then I can thanks, Chris. And then I just put my information down there. So I'm just going to change this to contact user, and then just my signature just there. If I want the signature added down there, so it's all got at the bottom. I'm just going to save that. And that's the email that is going to go out. Now I can make this email however I want. So if I want this to be more focused around me selling more than me listening to what they have to sell. So I really want to make it clear that if I'm meeting up, we're going to be talking about me. Then obviously I can phrase that in a way to say that I really want to catch up and talk about me. Then that means that anyone who's not interested in my product won't obviously book a meeting, and therefore I'm getting those stronger leads coming through. Or maybe I do want to catch up for a one-to-one because I think that's a better approach in order to convert people. If I spend more time listening about what they sell, show my interest, then I can phrase it that way as well. So to make it sound like it is really a good one-to-one to learn more about each other's businesses. And that way I can get more people converting and meeting up. Now you can structure this so people are recommending where it is that they want to meet or you want to meet. So in here, I can say something like, you be free to meet at Costa, and you can say the location. And this is a generalized one, so this is, everyone will get this notification to meet at Costa. Now, for me, I know that we generally, me and people I network generally meet at one Costa, just outside the shopping center. It seems to be a go-to place for some reason, so it might be there. What time and date is best for you? So just that, I can do that. Or another thing I can do is I can put in my calendar. So there, might be easier just to book something in my calendar. Thing in my calendar. Just there. And what I will do is see here. And what I will do is I will just link my calendar into this section just here. So highlight it and then press add link, and I will add my calendar display just there. Now to get my calendar, what I can do is I can go into my calendar settings just here, find the calendar it is that I want, and just grab the link. So around here, I can just share there and grab the link, copy link there, and then I can just add it directly into my automation. So they can click and open up my calendar. Follow on for networking. So just go back into this down here. See here, brilliant. There. Oh, and new window. And then that means I can click there and go to my calendar. And that just means that they can book something. Or if it's Zoom, what I can do is if my calendar is set up with Zoom, which can be done, then I can just put time. Do you want to jump on Zoom? What time is best for you? Just there. And then if my calendar is auto connected to my Zoom, which you can do within the system, then it will create a Zoom event for you and send out all the Zoom information automatically. So save there. Now what I'm going to do is just save there. And when I'm ready to publish this, make sure I turn it on just there in order to do it. Now what I can do is, should they not respond, so wait, just there, wait like 2 days. 2 days, and then I can add another email just there with a follow-up should I want to make sure that I continue to nurture them to book. In settings just here, I can stop on response. So should they reply, then I can automatically stop sending out emails by doing that. If I can also allow re-entry, so I can add them more than once. So should I meet them and then they not take action, and then I meet them again in 2 months' time, once they've left this workflow, then I can re-enter them back into here as well. Now, what I would do is, should that they book, then what I would do is I would create a workflow based on the recipe confirmation and appointment just here. So this is a separate workflow now in which I'm creating. And this one will automatically set itself up because I'm using a recipe for this. So appointment confirmation. And all I got to do is just tell it which calendar I want it to be in. So in calendar, social e-calendar, just there. And then basically it sends out saying your appointment has been confirmed for blah, 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 all that we set up. And that's in another video. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type in remove from workflow, from another workflow, just there. So basically now what it says is that as soon as they book, then they automatically get removed from the previous workflow. So they're not going to receive more information about trying to book a meeting with me. The other thing that I would do here is opportunity, create an update on opportunity. And this is just where I put it into my pipeline. So in lead generation, again, this is loaded test data. So booked a call just there, leave everything the same, save that. So now also it goes into my opportunity, which is in here. So in opportunities, just in here. So what happens is, should someone message me, it says, well, actually, let's go to that lead generation, the same one. Should a new lead happen? So should, when I meet someone and I enter their information, then I can put them straight into new leads. And then as soon as they booked a call, they just end up in booked a call. So I can keep an eye on this to see how many people I've got in each section. So I think this one's got more test data. So yeah, I can see more here about how it is. So I got like 3 people in downloaded form, 1 person here manually to call. And again, this is a test opportunity workflow that you set out your way. So by using the automation in order to send out follow-up emails, I can also do text as well. It allows me to continue to nurture that person once I've met them at a networking event, which is really powerful for making sure that I book up those follow-up meetings, because that is one of the biggest things that we let ourselves down on, is the fact that we don't follow up with people after the networking event. And honestly, just catching up with them again is quick, simple, and although it is another hour of your time, it's dedicated to just you and them, which is something that you can't do at a network event. So by doing this, will increase your conversion rate by double, if not triple, the amount of people that you convert from networking events.